In this video, I'm going to be showing you a really simple beginner Forex strategy, which is profitable, that you guys can go and implement into the Forex markets and on your charts today. Let's get stuck into it. So guys, we're going to be going through what I like to call the 1, 2, 3 beginner strategy. So that means there are 3 simple things you need to look for in the Forex markets to be able to enter this trade. So I'm going to go through them right now before we look at some examples in the market and some really recent live examples too. So what we're looking for is we're looking for price to be in a range. What is a range, guys? Well, a range is where price is bouncing between support and resistance. So price will be looking to form this formation here. This strategy will work best on the 4-hour chart. So notice that we are currently on the 4-hour chart. So what we want to look for is price to be in a range. We can see we've got support here and resistance here. Then we want to see a breakout to the upside or downside, and that is the directional bias of your trade. So when we see this breakout here, then we want to see a retest of this previous resistance turn support, and then we can enter the trade, guys. So that is what we're looking at in the markets. You can see this is a range. You can see we've identified a breakout to the upside, which means we are only looking for buys in this market. Then we have seen a retest, and that is when we have entered a long position. So this is a breakout of ranges for perhaps a more intermediate or advanced trader watching this. And of course, this strategy does work for all levels of trader, but it's a great one for beginners to be able to identify in the market. So let's crack on and look at an example. So this is what it will look like in the market. So this is an example mid-August 2021. You can see we are on the 4-hour chart. And this is on Euro Swiss. So if we drag this back, we can see that price was in a range. We have support here, bounced off support 4 or 5 times, and we have resistance here, bounced off twice. So we can see that price has broken out here, and we've identified that level as well with this yellow horizontal box. So we've identified this breakout, and then what you need to do is you need to drag the range to wait for this retest. We've seen this strong bearish candle to the downside, which has brought us back to this level. We have actually seen a couple of bullish candles here as well, with buyers starting to get back into the market after this strong push to the downside. And we've entered the trade and we've taken some lovely profits. Now, I know another question you're going to ask me is take profit. So you can have your take profit at previous highs, for example, before we retest. So you can be looking at this level. Of course, you could have taken this much higher, but you know, this is going to be a fantastic winning trade, guys, and you've got to be realistic with your take profits and stop losses. Stop loss wise, you would be looking to maybe place it around here. This would be a nice 2-to-1, just over risk to reward ratio. So here we are allowing price to come back into this range before we push to the upside. So this is a perfect cherry-picked example of the strategy we're talking about. If we head on to Kiwi dollar, and we will have another strategy, entry for you here, and this one is, I mean, fantastic. You can see that this is a slightly, well, we've been range bound for longer. We've been range bound from the 13th of April to around the 26th of May. So guys, this is where patience comes into play with Forex trading. We know that price is in this range, and until price breaks out of this range, then we're not going to look at any potential trade options. So we've identified step 1 of the strategy. Then we've now identified step 2 of the strategy because we've seen a breakout to the upside. That is only when we are looking for trade entries. So you'd be monitoring this. We see the breakout here. We can identify that with an oval here. And we've seen that price has retested this level before. Look at that move to the upside, guys. Obviously, we saw very weak dollar during the COVID pandemic. This is around June 2020, guys. And 400 pips Now, of course, if you sold right at the top here, then you'd have taken 400 pips from this trade. What an incredible trade. Now, of course, we're not expecting you guys to hold it and completely pick these tops. But you know what? Even if you're looking to take profit here, that's 100 pips. Or even up to these equal highs here, that is 70 pips. And that is a fantastic trade, guys. You need to remember that. So here we are, another example on Aussie Kiwi. Now, this is one that you can be looking at in the markets right now. This is one you can be looking at right now. We identified this range here around the 103 whole levels and 103.60 level. We were anticipating price to move back to this level on this downside move here, but we have just pushed higher once again. So what we are looking for is a longer term move, potentially, is for price to come all the way back down to this level before we take a long position. But if other ranges start forming here, then this invalidates this range here, and we will be looking at other ranges in this pair on Aussie Kiwi. So this is another fantastic example, guys, and we're going to have a look at this one on the daily. Now, we know when we're analyzing charts on the daily and weekly chart, we know that the key levels we identify, the key support and resistance levels, they hold more frequently than if we say mark levels on the 15-minute, which are violated and broken through quite often. So here we have a fantastic example, guys, of a live thing of this strategy. So we have, of course, identified this range on the daily chart. Now, because this is the daily chart, of course, this is quite, we have been range bound in this market for some time, and it's around a 400 pip range. We know that because the top is around 140 and the bottom is around 136. So we've seen price break out to the downside. Now we have anticipated this move on our Telegram as well. So make sure you're in our Telegram. All our social links, in fact, are in the description below. So go and check those out, guys. We provide live exclusive analysis on Telegram every day and bring you all the news you need to know about the Forex markets. And of course, we have our Instagram as well. So we've seen price then retrace up to this 136 level. Where we've had support turned resistance. And of course, we have seen this bearish candle here. And this is yesterday. So if we go into the 4-hour, we can see that actually we could have identified a 70 pip move here, guys. We're still hovering around the 136 whole level. So still be looking out for sells if you like. But we've seen the initial break of the range and retest for about 80 pips. So well done if you did catch that move on pound dollar. Shows that you really understand this strategy. So now we're going to have a look at dollar CAD, and I really like this example. So we have quite a narrow range here. This price is around about 100 pips on the 4-hour. So it's clear. And it really does help, guys, if you identify these ranges with a yellow horizontal box. I really like doing it. It's a great visual way to express ranges, and you can clearly see the breakout. So this breakout here, you can see we violated these previous highs, these resistance levels, with this strong bullish candle to the upside, the breakout. We've had a little bit of a correction, not much liquidity here, and all of a sudden we've retested here, and we've retested the top of the range, and bam, price has exploded to the upside, guys. So we've seen a little impulse here, we've seen a correction move here, and we've seen a push to the upside. So what you can identify here, if we use the path tool on TradingView, we've seen a little push to the upside, we've seen some consolidation, some correction involved with this retest here, and we've seen that strong impulse move to the upside. That is the type of move we want to be catching with this strategy, and that's why this strategy is so powerful. So not only is it useful in Forex, guys, it is also useful in other asset classes, and in this case a commodity, which is gold. Now gold is very popular, guys, because it's quite a volatile commodity, of course. and it's very appealing, purely because it's gold. Seasonally, I'm going to warn you guys that October, November is normally pretty bearish for gold, so be careful on those long positions on gold in the next couple of months. So here we have gold, guys, and we've identified this range here. Now, if we start and go through this on a step-by-step basis, step 1, we've identified this range. Step 2, we've identified a breakout, and that is when we are looking for trades. So we've identified a breakout to the downside. We are only looking for sells. And lo and behold, we have retraced. We've come back to this level, which was a previous level of support. See this long wick to the downside. Now, this is a fantastic candle here on the 4-hour. You could have got in right at the top of this wick, and that would have left you with a fantastic move to the downside. This is a really nice bearish candle. Why? Because it engulfs the previous bullish candle, and we leave a wick to the upside. So you can combine this strategy with candlestick patterns. For example, pin bars or engulfing candles. We will have a candlestick pattern video coming out very shortly for you. So click that subscribe button and that notification bell to find out exactly when these videos are coming out so you don't miss them. So, guys, we've gone through a few cherry-picked examples there, and we've gone through a few live examples that you can be keeping your eye on in the markets. So go and implement this strategy today, guys. It will really help you technically analyze the charts, and the 1, 2, 3 pattern, use that, guys. It'll really help you identify these trade setups and become profitable in the Forex market. So if you have enjoyed the video, please do give us a like and subscribe. We bring out daily Forex education on YouTube and across our other platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and Telegram, I have mentioned earlier. So all those links are in the description below, guys. I really hope it's been useful, and please keep up to date with the FXX movement, and let's all achieve our trading goals together. I do have over 57 winning trades in a row, and we have over 3.5 years of verified results. So if you want to learn how to trade Forex profitably, you are in the right place. Take it easy, guys, and see you very soon.